reason that veterans are sometimes reluctant to seek treatment, that they don't want to take up resources that another veteran might need more so than them. They also may not realize that the symptoms or difficulties that they're having indicate a mental health concern. They might think that nothing can be done, or they may be worried about how treatment could affect their lives. And they may also be concerned that they'll be perceived as weak if they reach out for help, that they think they should be able to handle their problems on their own. And that's exactly why that stigma or those negative perceptions that can be associated with acknowledging mental health concerns is exactly why we have the Make the Connection campaign, to try to change the conversation about mental health, make sure that veterans can recognize signs and symptoms if they are having difficulty, realize the treatment is available, and realize, most importantly, that they're not alone.
We've spoken to quite a few vets, actually, on this program, and we have another program on Thursdays that is exclusively for veterans. And one of the stories that I'm thinking of right now, while listening to you, both of you speak, is the story of the soldier who comes home and is asked in a questionnaire if he feels like he needs any psychological help, and they always say no because they just want to get home. They don't want anything else to stand in their way. They're anxious to get home, and so by saying no, they almost like give license to the military to say, okay, well, you're fine. We don't owe you anything. Is that changing? And is that even accurate?
Yeah, I think it's really important that you brought that up because I have filled out that form a couple of times myself, and that is absolutely the truth in coming back for veterans. And I can't say that it's the case for every veteran, but for everyone I've known and for myself, it's kind of funnily referred to as the check the box memo, because you are so focused on getting back to your loved ones. A document is not going to identify whether or not you've got a problem. Self-diagnosis is not going to identify whether or not you've got a problem.
Yeah.
It's behaviors and time that tend to give us the signs, and it's our families, it's our communities that need to have the heightened level of awareness to take the first steps, and that's always been my firm belief.
Well, we as a nation have asked you to do something so extraordinary, and you have answered that call. And in today's Army, it's completely voluntary. Nobody forced you to do it. There is no draft. And so all the more reason why we need to, A, be aware that this happens, and B, be ready to do something about it. So it sounds like that's what this is, and that's why I think this is such a great piece. I know you have to run. Can you give us a website?
Yes, the website for the Make the Connection campaign is www.maketheconnection.net. And at the website, veterans and families and friends can see the personal stories of recovery that are available and that are part of the campaign, and also get specific information both about difficulties that they might be experiencing, and also be able to identify programs, including there's a resource locator tool to help veterans and their families find VA and community resources right there in their local area.
Right, excellent. Thank you to both of you for what you're doing. You're making the world a much better place. We'll be right back.
A list of candidates for the GOP presidential nomination is growing. Retired neurosurgeon Ben Carson expected to enter the race this morning, saying yesterday on WKRC in Cincinnati,
I am announcing my candidacy for President of the United States of America.
Earlier today, it was ex-Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly Fiorina.
We know the